Okay, now you know what I was doing, right? I created a poll to check with all of you who are here, all 20 of you, to see how many of you have done the topic of cells in school. Okay, so you can see the responses, very good. So you know how to do polling, right? Have you all done this in any of the Zoom classes before? If yes, just put in a yes. You know, you go to your participants, you click on it, you can see all the participant names. You can see the options yes, no, go slower, go faster, more, and so on. So there are new buttons to play with today. So you can see that as well. So you actually, Brandon, no matter how many times you press, I only see you say no. Okay, so it won't affect the number of no's or yes. Each person only has one count of no. So it'll just show me saying Brandon saying no, 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 100 times, but it only registers one time because there are only 20 participants. So that's how it works. So we have the poll. Can you see the result of the poll? You can't, right? All of you have participated. I have 16 participants participated, voted. Okay. So I'm going to end the polling. So if you have not put in your answer to, have you covered the topic of cells in school? Okay. 80% of you have covered, 20% have not. So actually, I know or have an idea of who is in this class right now. Okay. So this is how it looks if I share the results. All of you can see the results. So you get an idea of who's in the class as well. So most of you have covered, so I can go pretty fast. Some of you have not covered, so I have to go a little bit slow. So it will be all up to me where I'm going to slow down and where I'm going to speed up. You guys just have to watch and revise. If you have already covered this, you just have to revise. Especially if you're in P6, you must have done it in P5. If you are in P5, you must have just done it this year within the first 3 months or so. So it must be very fresh in your memory. So there is no problem. But P6, you need to recall a few more things. Okay. Now we are done. All of you can see my lesson today screen. All good. So also the buttons you can see, you can play with it. So I can clear all the yes and no and ask you for questions. You can answer me with the yes or no. You can also private chat me. You can answer whatever you want to say on the chat. And then we have some, because the chat is very important today. Make sure all of you can chat because I am going to ask you for answers. I'm going to pass the slides over to you to teach. Remember, 80% of you know the answers to the slides already. 20% maybe haven't done. So you're going to teach the 20% who do not know the answers. So let's start right away and to see what we are actually talking about. Okay, so you got to type in the chat the answers to these blanks in one line. What do I mean by that? That means, okay, let's do this together in one line. Some of you who want to start straight away, you can. The first slide says a cell is a single unit of life. It is the SM1. So I want the answers typed to me like this. Smallest, because this is a chat, right? So you don't want to keep entering and then make it like you have 5 answers. You just want to have 1 answer. So you put a comma. The second one is a unit life of a living thing. So the second answer is living thing. So your answer should be like this. So make sure you erase, I don't want this answer. I want this answer. So your job is to tell me all the, how many blanks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blanks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Answer in 1 sentence. I mean 1 line in your chat right now. If you have not done this in school, it's okay, try. I have no idea. Some people say, okay, very good. Isra, well done. Yes, the first one to finish the whole thing. What? Who else? Number 3. Oops. Number 3 should be, it is able to grow because it's a living thing, right? It's able to grow. It's able to reproduce. Okay, you're getting the hang of it. You all are not so sure what to do now. So you're getting the hang of it. The next slide, maybe you all will be faster. Reproduce, then, and no. This is not reproduce, right? So this one, you see, food first. F starts with F. Food, reproduce, and respond. These are the answers I was expecting. So you need to type this to me. Smallest living thing, grow, food, reproduce, respond. Okay. So if I fill it up here, is better, right? Smallest living thing. Later, I will only fill it up here. And here, those of you who put living things, this is wrong. Why? Because of is able to grow, take in food, respond to changes, and no, respond again. See, reproduce first. So you need to fill up the correct R. Although there are 2 R's, you don't mix the 2 R. Reproduce and respond. These are all characteristics of living things. All of you know this very well. You're not in primary 3 or primary 4. You're in primary 5 and primary 6. Of course, I do have guest visitors from primary 3 and primary 4 also, because they want to learn primary 5 and primary 6 stuff. So you can imagine if you guys from primary 5 and primary 6, in primary 3, you already had the opportunity to attend online classes and learn more. This would have been wonderful, right? Maybe you'll be acing the PSLE easily. So P3, P4, you guys will be acing the PSLE because so many opportunities to learn a lot of new things through online classes. And also 88 tuition gives you the opportunity to learn anything you want. Primary 4, primary 5, primary 6, you can go and buy the package and straight away learn before your school even does it. So it's even faster. It's just like tuition, right? You go to tuition center, you do that. But tuition center, they stick you to into the primary 4 class and you do it in primary 4. And you must be pacing with the rest of your classmates over there. So you cannot suddenly want to learn primary 5. You'll say, okay, you join the primary 5 class, or you pay more, or you have to pay double. So here on the website, you can actually log in and you can buy P5, P6 stuff and go through things that you want faster because you're alone. You can determine what you want to learn at your own pace. Okay, so this slide actually introduces us to the cell as a single unit of life. We are all made of cells. I'm sure those of you who have been taught this in class, your teacher has introduced you to cell, as some of you have been brought to the mic. Science center. How many of you have been to the science center? Respond yes. Click yes now. For cells, not science center in general. Okay, change your answer if you went for other reasons, but you must have gone for cells. That means you went to look at the microscope, you actually scrape your skin and check your cells out. How many of you? Because this is part of the learning journey in schools. If you didn't, right, it's time to ask your science teacher that, say, hey, other schools where we want to go to, okay? And then you force your teacher to bring you, because they did, because the microscope levels in science center is really very good. I mean, the quality, you can see something much better than in your own school's microscope. Secondly, the experience over there, you can see many other cells. You can also be given the opportunity to learn other cells. You can also get the chance to see your own cell. Some of you are responding to me that, oh, that is in term 2. Hey, term 2 is over, you're in school holidays. How? You still have to tell your teacher, term 2, you're in HPL at home all day. You didn't bring us anywhere. So when the school opens in term 3, you have to say, whatever we miss in term 2, you have to bring us. Okay, you have to. Because if you forget, your teacher will be like, okay, sorry. Then you have to say, no, we want to go science center. Then they have to reorganize for you. Even if it be it term 4 or be it next year, if you remember, you have to ask her or him. Okay, that's your duty. I mean, if you forget, then you can't get to go. I would love to go to the science center, says Pari. Pari, if you have not gone to the science center to check out the cells lesson, they have prepared a whole cells lesson just for P5 and P6. Okay, and they have extended the invitation to all the schools. So all you have to do is ask your science teacher, all right? And she will have to take action. If not, come back to me. I will try to help you to see if I can do anything. Then I need to know your school, your science teacher's name, and blah blah blah. All right. Okay. Now let's move on. So cells is a single unit of life. It's available even on your skin. If you take a small knife or a blade and scrape your skin right now, whatever comes off your skin is a skin. Okay, like a man like me needs to shave, right? I grow a beard, I shave. When I shave, not only the hair, the cells also come along with it. But it's okay because cells grow very fast, they regenerate very fast. That's why when we bleed, our skin grows back as good as new. We can't see the scar anymore, most of us, right? Because they grow back. These are the cells that actually regenerate. Okay, and they are able to, if they are able to grow, take in food, reproduce, respond, then it shows us that they are living things as well. So if they are living things, they need to take in oxygen, they need to breathe, they need to take in food, they need to reproduce, they need to grow, they need to respond. Everything's the same. Okay, so this is what we must know about cells to start. Okay, your turn again. Tell me, 80% of you know all the answers. Those of you who don't know, try. Okay, or wait for the answers. You have to type all the answers in one line. If not, you cannot press enter. Not easy, huh? Okay, some of you know already, then I'll just start filling up because then you can find the answers for the rest. And then those of you who didn't do this lesson before, you can read the sentence A because I'm filling it up. So you must read and understand what's being said. Okay, I'm going to take away my voice. I'm going to let you read and understand. Sometimes you're reading a revision book, textbook is going to look like this. But at least now you have the teacher here to explain also. Thanks for your answers, Sriram, JJ, Chloe. Okay. Try not to send the answer in. Don't press enter until you type everything because otherwise you have Sriram, then answers only one animal. Then after that, she answers another one, plant, then another one. It's too far away. By then, already another person has responded. Your answers are all jumbled up. So can you get what I mean? You must answer in one line like this. Okay, please look up. You must answer like this. Right, plants, comma, animals, comma, multi, comma, like this. Keep writing the answers. Then I will accept your answer. If not, I won't accept your answer because your chat keeps going up. Everything goes up. So if I don't see like how many answers are needed, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 answers, then no point talking about anything else. Okay, so I've shown you the easiest answer. So I know some of you are struggling with the difficult answers, right? So which are the difficult answers? Okay, let's go through. A, most living things such as plants and animals are made up of cells. I told you this. Millions of cells. Wow, millions. Of course, if it's all over your body, it's not only on your body, it's inside your body, your blood, your lungs, your organs, all of them are made of cells. So there must be millions. Okay, we call this multicellular. People like us, people like plants, people like animals. Okay, things like animals. People or things, how do we call them? Okay, living things. Okay, some living things such as algae and mosses are made up of fewer cells. Okay, not million, not million, but fewer. Then some living things such as 5 things are made up of only one cell. Wow, only one. We are million and some other cells are only one. That's like so far away. That means they are still a living thing, but they only have one cell. Wow, that's quite hard to imagine because plants, animals, all of them have millions of cells in order to survive. But some living things, although they take in food, they respond to changes, they need oxygen, they only have one cell. These are the cells that are so unique in this world that we have to know who they are. That's why I've been trying to get an answer from you of who they are. So what color shall I use? What color will look good on this color? Okay, let's try. Some of you, okay, now maybe you can type for me, out of these 5, how many of these would you know that have only one cell? That means unicell. You have learned in your school, unicell. Raika, thank you, Raika. Okay, I hope all of you are using your. Next time when you log in, use your real name. Then I can call you. Don't call yourself Minion. Then I'll be calling you Minion. Okay. Okay, Raika. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Raika, unmute. Raika, can you just say your answers?
For the 5 blanks.
Yeah, the 5 blanks.
Euglena, Paramecium, bacteria, amoeba, yeast.
Very good, excellent. Okay. So you see, I can bring you guys in to answer if you all do a good job as well. And then all of you can hear your friends' topic also, which is more fun. Shall we try that later? Only if you go through the class very well, we might be able to try and do that. Okay. Okay, some of you are showing your answers on video. Okay, let's write what Raika told us. Raika told us the answers Euglena. So please watch as I write, because now it's in a different color, so you probably can spot the writing. One example. These are very difficult examples. You'll be like, what is this teacher telling us? Must we know all these names? Over time, you will learn. Okay, of course, maybe the easiest one for you to know is this, then just take this. Okay, no need to remember everything. Remember those that you can. And this also comes about very often. And this also very often. And these are the microorganisms you have learned in fungi and bacteria before. So don't tell me you don't know these. So I've circled 3 that you can't remember. If I ask, name me 2 unicellular organisms, straight away, bacteria, sure, yeast, amoeba. Okay, very fast. Those of you who know paramecium or paramecium or euglena, okay, these are extra information that you guys can also have also, because these are the unicellular that we have in our work. So why only stick to 3? We tell you a bit more so that you know that these are. So you're not just going to stay in primary 5 forever, right? Are you going to go to Sec 1 one day? Are you going to go to Sec 4 one day? So you're going to have to know more stuff anyway. Okay, thank you, Brennan. I can see your answers, but essentially it's not very clear, because if you show me like this, you can't see, right, Brennan? You can't see. Yeah. So Brennan is trying to show me his answers this way. There's no point, okay? But of course, I know that you've done your work. You can also type out your answers now so that I can see them, right? You can type out. So don't worry, we go to the next one, then we can type out. Oh, there's nothing to type out. There's a bit too much information here, but what is this? What are these 2 called? Okay, one is okay, like I said, if you are in primary school, maybe this is a bit too complicated or too advanced. But if you go to secondary 3, when you start biology, and then you will have to study the cell in detail, you probably have to know more parts of the cell. If you go Sec 4, then you go to A levels in junior college. Oh, then you still want to do biology because you want to be a doctor. Then you need to know more parts. And then you go to university, and then you say, yes, finally I'm in medicine, I'm going to be a doctor. Then 101% in your textbook, you're going to see these pictures, and you're going to need to know all these parts, because after all, you're a doctor. I go to you when I'm sick. You probably have to know which part of my body has bacteria, I'm infected, what's the reason, what's controlling my infection, do I have enough antibodies, and okay, all this is too much information, but you are a doctor, so you need to have a lot of information. So this is a picture that you will actually come across in biology books or a medicine book, but you don't need to know so many things. So we start you off young, 11 years old, we show you what is a plant cell, what's an animal cell, and we expect you to know a simple diagram of a plant cell versus an animal cell. So how many of you have paper in front of you, can draw for me a plant cell? I will draw along with you. Okay, if you have a paper in front of you, pencil, okay, you have already done before, you know what's the difference between a plant and animal. If you can drop animal and plant next to each other, good, because I'm going to do both. Okay, so we draw together. So you have a starting point. So plant cells, they are very rigid. They have a wall. So that's why they have a very rigid shape, not like animal cells where it's very flexible. Look at all our cells around our body. We can just move it around. Plants, you know, it's a stem, and then the leaf, they don't really, not really flexible. So all their cells are very rigid. So we start with the cell wall, okay? And we always try to draw a square shape just to show that it's very rigid. Okay, this is how we start. So all of you can copy, or you can draw before me, like in advance, like you already know. So a cell wall must be thick. So therefore, I draw it double lines. To show that a cell wall is not difficult at all compared to the one we saw just before this slide. Okay, good. Some of you are drawing and showing. Thank you. Yes, I can see. Yes, thanks. Some of you already drawn it. Let me quickly look at it. Okay, there you are. Pari, I see Brandon is showing me his. Chloe is eating. Chloe, Chloe, come on, Chloe. You're showing the whole world what you're eating. Okay, and then you don't show it on your video, right? Okay, then Joshua. Okay, Chloe showed me hers. Wow, nice, Chloe. Joshua also. Riker showing me. Litarsa. Okay, I got a question also. See, your name is I got a question. Somebody's name is I got a question. So I don't know his name or her name. Good. Very fast. You're so fast. Faster than me. Then what can I do? I should just go ahead very fast and okay. Did you all label it? That's the question. You all draw, do you all label it? Okay, do you all label it? Okay, so now the next part, let's do white color. And you must know, those of you who are in the class and still don't know what I'm doing, this is a picture of a plant cell that you need to know how to draw. You will be doing this in your class when you start this topic. Okay, this one in white is called a cell membrane. Must always label, because you don't just draw and tell people, you must tell people what you're drawing, because each person's drawing is very different. So you don't expect the teacher to know what you're drawing unless you tell them what you just drew. Then I'm like, okay, that looks like a cell membrane, fair enough. Then possibly I'll go to your art teacher and say, hey, is this good or not? Okay, so a bit of art lesson also here. Okay, the rest of you carry on. Cell membrane, then what else? Then you have one more important one. So now I need to choose a color. I like this color, and it usually looks like this, and that's called the nucleus. And you all know what the nucleus does, right? It's the same as our brain. It's the control center that tells the cell what to do. Should we allow people in, and what function should we do? Should we play? Should we produce new particles? Blah 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 blah. Now, what does the cell membrane do? It allows for particles in or out because it is thin. And look at the holes. You can see holes. So it depends on the particle size, in or out. Okay, all these functions we'll do in the next slide. I'll let you all type it up. We just want to continue here. One more part. This part must be green in color. So I need to change the pen to green. What is this? I know you all are typing. Can you please stay there? I need to change. Okay. Okay. Right. This is the green color. Green color must be, okay, not every plant cell will have green color. Only the leaf. So I'm going to write leaf. So let's do the leaf plant cell first so that it has chloroplast. Because chloroplast is the only cell or the part of the cell that needs to absorb sunlight and make food through photosynthesis. Right? So if you want to make food, it should be on the leaf. So if you want to be, so if it has a chloroplast, it must be the leaf plant cell. Okay, some of you have requested me to stay on this slide. Don't move, Mr. Ali, don't you? Because I want to take a picture of your drawing. Actually, no need, right? You can draw yourself. You can check your textbook. You can check your workbook. Your teacher will ask you to draw. So this is what you will have to draw if you are ever asked to. The simplest, okay, plant cell. And you must identify this is a leaf plant cell. Now, if I erase this, sorry, those of you who haven't taken picture, I erased already. So if I erase this, don't have the green thing, then it can be other plant cells. Other plant cell. Why don't have green color? That means not leaf. It could be the flower, the stem, what else? And so on, right? Now, this is leaf, this is other plant cells. There's one more. Do you know how the root plant cell looks like? Primary 6 people. Root plant cell, draw. Go ahead, go. Root is different from this one. So now in the exam, they will draw another one and say, is this a root plant cell? How many of you can show me? I'm looking at your videos. You can on your video, show me, and then you can off it if you want. Let me see. I have Riker draw already. Wow, you all draw so fast. Chloe, yes. Can I see? Yes. Okay. Then I got question. Are you wearing a t-shirt at all? Someone, okay. Joshua, Pari. Okay, Josh, I got question. When I mean I got question means that person is called I got question. He renamed himself I got question. Next time, what is your name? I got question. Let me see if I can change I got question's name. I'm going to give him a name. And he's called okay. Oh, that's fun. That's fun, you know. Do you know that the host can change your name and then you cannot change it back? That's interesting. That means next time if you have a funny name, I can change it for you to give you some name like some Hercules or some Superman name, and then you cannot change it back. That's fun. I just found out today. So, okay. So all of you know what a root cell looks like, right? So let's go quick. This one is a root cell. This is a root cell, right? So why is the root cell different from the plant cell? It has exactly the same thing. It has a cell wall. It will have a cell membrane. It will have what else? Nucleus. It must satisfy all conditions of a plant cell, except it will not have any green parts. No chlorophyll, also no chloroplast. Chlorophyll is found in the chloroplast. So many of you know from your lower primary science that you have chlorophyll in the leaves to make food through photosynthesis, but you never knew it's in the chloroplast. So now you know, because we are studying the part of the cell already. Contains, now you know what is meant by chlorophyll, chloroplast, must know how to spell all this, all right? Then, and it has an extra part that is elongated, which is due to the root. Okay, roots have this elongated part over here. All right, good. Learning something, revising something. But the most important is to answer the questions later. So when you get there, we will know exactly how teachers ask questions, how examiners ask questions, how exam papers ask us questions, how test papers ask us questions. That is the most important part. This is the learning part. Very quickly, so I always spend half an hour doing it. We're going to finish it soon. Animal cell is much simpler. It doesn't have am I right? No cell wall. That's all. The rest, you can see there's a dotted line over here. That's a cell membrane, and then there's a nucleus, and then there's a cytoplasm. Oh, cytoplasm. Does it also apply to the plant? Remember, we draw here. Yeah, there is a cytoplasm which is inside. This is the jelly-like substance that helps to keep all the particles over there and to do some functions, which we'll cover later. So since we did not write, I must be better I write here also, so that you know that both plants and animals have cytoplasm. So very easy, right? Animal, cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, whatever. That's it. So what are the functions of these? Okay, we need to know. Okay, so you tell me. We start your exercise again. Okay, while you all are doing, I will go through your messages to me like Pari, you asked me to rename your name to what? You asked me, you must type me the name, then I can try. Okay, you say, can you change my name, Pari? To what? You must say, can you change my name to something? Then I change for you. Then, of course, I changed somebody's name to Wilson, and he's playing a fool. So soon he will be kicked out of the lesson if he's playing a fool continuously. Then JJ, your name is Nitya. So you want JJ's name to change to Nitya? Let's try. I can try. See whether it works for you guys. I'll be helping you, but next time you can actually change it yourself before you start class. I'll try to tell me at the start of the class, then we do it at the start of the class. Change my name to Celine. Celine is my little sister. Hey, I'm still waiting for your answers. Here, sorry. Still waiting for your answers. Type your answers in. Hey, what is this? Everybody asking me to change your name. Okay, that one we do in after this slide. Okay, after this slide, I give you a chance to change your name. Now, can you do this slide first? Okay, let's not waste too much time. X as a nucleus is like your brain, right? So X as a control center. How to spell? Teacher don't know how to spell control. Of course you know, right? Then center, there's American spelling and British spelling. Okay, so this is a spelling. So if you spell it as TER, that's American spelling. A thin layer that what controls the substances that enters and leaves. Okay, these are the functions of the cell membrane, because cell membrane, if you read, it has a dotted line. So this dotted line will determine whether the particle can go in or not, depend on its size. If the particle is too big, it cannot go in. Okay. Then last one, a jelly-like substance is called a cytoplasm. Okay, these things you can find in your textbook, in your revision guides. Now on the right, do plants have them? Do animals have them? See where I'm circling? Huh? Yes, yes, nucleus, both have. Cell membrane, yes, yes. Plant and animals have them. Okay. What else? What about the last one? Cytoplasm, remember? We covered last and then we went back to the plants. Yes, animals have them. Yes, plants do have them. So the similarities of the two are here, they end here. Next page, we go to differences. Okay, cell wall and one more thing that start with C. So many C's. Cells start with C, chloroplast start with C, cytoplasm start with C. Don't get confused. Huh? So now you need to know which C I'm talking about here. What are the two parts that are different in plants and animals? Maybe you can read the functions and find out. Okay, now I really need you to type. I'm going to see each one of you. Litasa, Nitya, all of you. Oh, I also say you can change your name now, right? Okay, let me give you a chance to change your name. If you want to change to something nonsensical, can. I will just block your video and block you from entering the class. So please change to your real name so we can have a better calling. So I can call you by name Joshua, and you know I'm calling you Joshua. If I say I can't answer, my question, that kind of name, I don't know who you are. You also don't know who you are because you don't know even what's your name. You actually change your name. You don't even know. Okay, shall I give you a chance? I give you exactly 15 seconds to change your name. Ready, rush, go. Then I can call you by your real name. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay. Okay. Good. Now I have Jordan Felix, Nitya Branson, Chloe, Joshua. Who else do I have? Wilson, whose name he didn't bother to change. It's the name given by me. Raika, Litasa, James, Branson, Celise. And Celise, did you change your name? Managed to change? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Usha, Sriram, Tangarajan, Isra, Chloe. Gauri. All right. Darun. Okay, let's start the lesson. Okay, let's go back to find out what this part is. This is a tiny disc-like cell part that contains green pigment called chlorophyll. Oh. Okay, then the plant cell and gives it a what? Surrounds. The cell wall surrounds the cell wall, the plant cell, gives it a regular or rigid. You can see regular or rigid shape. Made of stiff material found where? Outside the cell membrane. Okay, I filled up already. Now go to the right hand side. Is it yes or no? Cell wall, animal. This is the most important part of today's lesson. If you don't know this, then the whole lesson is gone for you. You don't know anything, you haven't learned anything into this lesson. Okay? No and no. Yes. Yes and yes. Okay. So let's fill up the blanks here. It should be. This is the main difference between plant and animal cell. They don't have cell wall, they don't have chloroplast. Also, please take note, this chloroplast only in the leaf cell. So we always usually talk about the leaf cell with chloroplast. All other parts of the plant will not have the chloroplast. Oh, then which becomes the most important differentiating then? Because let's say I give you a cell and doesn't have chloroplast, then ask, is this animal or plant? Then it can still be a stem or a flower, right? So you not know for sure it's a plant because it doesn't have chloroplast. So the first thing you need to check is cell wall. Okay, why? Because cell wall will determine whether it's a plant or an animal. That's all. So what is the cell division for? Cell division means one cell can multiply into another two cells. This is how they grow into multicellular. How many are there now? From 2 become 4. So each one splits into 2. What will happen? It will have a square, right? So how many? I don't need to draw. 4 times 4, 16. Wow! From 2 to 16, so fast. 16 cells, so fast. Okay. Good. So what can I fill up here? To grow. Cell division is for to grow and to replace old and dead and damaged cells. Even on our skin, we have old, dead, damaged cells. They will multiply in order to grow back. That's why when you have a cut, okay, the cells will regenerate very fast and not say very fast, right? Sometimes take how long? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Depends on how healthy you are. Do you know that if the healthier you are, the faster your cells work and the faster your wounds will recover. And to be healthy, then you need to eat good food, nutritious food, to give your cells good energy and good food to actually be able to reproduce and work hard for you. So if you are not eating healthy, then the food is not good enough for the cell. The cell will take its own sweet time and wait for you to give you good food. You keep giving them McDonald's, then too bad. Your cells, you go and cut yourself, and then you find that your wound actually heals very slowly. That's why it's different compared to different. Okay, Jarek. Hi, Jarek. Okay, I found Jarek in this room. He knows who he is. All of you are becoming my very, very good friends. Okay, the last slide to show that the cell division occur for unicellular organisms too, not just the cells in our body which have millions and millions of cells, okay, but also for cells that have what, only one cell. They also regenerate. Remember we did this just now. I think, was it Raika? You helped me with these names, right? Just now, Raika, help me with the names. What are the names? Euglena. Okay, by now you guys should help me already. Euglena. So this is how it looks like. You just go to the internet, you can find the pictures of how Euglena looks like. Parents say, why am I writing these? These are all unicellular, only have one cell. Unicellular. Very interesting organisms. Imagine we need multiple million cells and they only work on one cell. That means they are amazing. They are superheroes. Paramecium. Then there is bacteria. There's the amoeba. And then finally there is yeast. If now this lesson was clear, okay, so that we can go for the questions, all of you type yes now. Go to yes. Click yes, 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 yes. Okay, it's under the participants. You click participants, you see the option yes with the green, no with the tick cross. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Let's go to the questions. 20 minutes. Fast, fast, fast. No need to go fast. Can go slow. Okay, can. You even have a button there to say, teacher, can you go faster? Then you click go faster. Teacher, can you go slower? Okay, click there also. So I can see 10 people want me to go faster. Then I go faster. Okay. It's for you to play around, but of course you need to keep your attention on the slide. Now, we're already on to the first question. You guys receive these questions in your homework or your class notes. I know that some of the answers were given. That's because you need to check your answers, because some of you have not done this in school. So if I give you the answers, those of you who do, you can check. Those of you who have not done, you also can check to see what these answers could be in order to learn before you attend the class. So you have some prerequisite already. Right. Which of the following cells is a plant cell? Which of the following is a plant cell? B, 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 B. All you need to do is, shall I do coloring? I do coloring for you. Can you see I'm coloring? This coloring is done. I'm coloring the cell wall because it's double layer. And because only a cell wall can distinguish between an animal and a plant cell, this is a plant. Ta-da! I know. Okay. The rest are not a plant cell. The diagram shows two cells, A and B, in a beaker of liquid containing substances. Okay, read. This is one of the more difficult questions. Okay, this is one of the more difficult questions. Okay, it really tests your ability to, okay, if you are quite advanced, this is a quite advanced question. Okay, why? Because it says cell A bursts. What does it mean by cell A bursts? It can only burst because there is this thing called cytoplasm here, right inside. This cytoplasm is filled with particles. So particles keep going in, and then until it's filled up, so much is bloated and it can burst. It can burst only because there's no cell wall. It bursts because there's no cell wall to give it a rigid shape or protect it. Whereas on the right, it has a cell wall. So let's name this. This is a animal cell. This is the plant cell. Though they did not tell you. They told you only cell A, cell B. But you must recognize. Okay, first you recognize that. Then after that, you must say there's no cell wall on the left one. Okay, so it can burst. Why it bursts? Okay, so the question is, which of the following correctly explain why only substance P and not Q is found in cell A and cell B? Only P enters, but Q cannot enter. Why? Why? The reason is P is allowed to enter, but who allows him? The security guard at the gate is called a cell membrane, who is a dotted line, who will allow in and out. So you must look for the answer which talks about cell membrane allowing P to enter and prevent Q to not enter. Okay. So answer is D. The rest of them talk about multiply. Hey, they do not grow and multiply. Okay, the cell wall, it goes in and out. So we are talking about going in and out. You can see the arrow I draw. P is going in, but because there is no cell wall to protect it, it will burst. Okay, the cell wall is too thick for Q to enter. No, cell wall does not prevent entry and exit. Okay, you must talk about entry and exit of what? Of P and Q. Remember, who controls? The cell membrane. So we are talking about cell wall is wrong. The cytoplasm only allows. Is it cytoplasm that allows? Also wrong. Okay. The cell membrane allows, prevents. Yes, this is the gatekeeper. So that's why D is correct. So when you read through each option, you will understand that different parts have different function. Okay, Nitya, are you fine, Nitya? You seem very bored. I know you guys have answered all these questions already. So you can click go faster. Okay, go faster. 2% say go faster. Nobody say go slower. Okay, go faster then. Okay, very fast. Okay, you know, I know you just want to know the answers, right? Based on table, which can be found in the plant. Hello, plant must look for cell wall. Which one have cell wall? A and B only. Therefore, only A and B can be a plant because they have cell wall. It doesn't matter whether it's chloroplast or not. I know one doesn't have, right? So this one is a leaf. This one is other part of the plant. Am I right? So this is how you distinguish. But both A and B are plants still because they have cell wall. That's it. Very easy, this one. So you guys say go faster, right? Oh, another 4% say go faster. Okay. So just now, some of you want me to go back to the earlier question. Say, hey, how come this cell A can burst? What liquid make it burst? It's not the cytoplasm making burst. It's the accumulation of particles coming in, a lot of P, because there's a lot of P in the liquid outside. See, the cell shows two cells in a beaker of liquid containing substances P and Q. If P can enter, and if you don't take out the cell from the P, then there's excess P, then it will grow and grow and grow. But if it has cell wall, it will not burst. But this one don't have cell wall, so it will burst. That's all. Okay, understood? So cell wall actually helps to keep the cell from bursting. Okay, but the other one doesn't have cell wall, so you may ask, how do you prevent it from bursting? Then remember, it can go in and out also, right? So it will go in. So our cells will take in the right amount of particles. If it's enough, it won't enter anymore. It can go out also. So that's how you can prevent the bursting. Which of the following statements about cells are true? Again, quickly, we just read, right? All cells. Now, we need to pay attention to this word. If it's not all, then please make sure you read as all. That means not all in the world have regular shape. No. Only plants have regular shape. Animal cells don't have. All cells are the building blocks of life. Yes. All cells are made up of cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus. Yes. Luckily, they didn't say all cells are made up of cell walls. Then I'll say this is true, right? This one is true. No. Nucleus also, not all cells have. So some cells have some nucleus. What is an example of that? Okay, some cells have no nucleus. How many? Who can tell me? Raika is raising her hand for very long. Raika, are you raising your hand to take my attention or raising your hand to stretch? Raika, answer me. Raika, you can type or you want to speak. Okay. I've answered all your questions on the chat. What else can I ask you? I'm asking you the question on the board. Some cells have no nucleus. Give me one example of a cell that have no nucleus. Who's going to answer me first? Type it out now. Bacteria? No nucleus. We talked about unicellular, one cell, but that one cell will have the cell membrane, will have the cytoplasm, will have the nucleus. Bacteria does have nucleus. Okay. Celis, thank you for your answer. Raika, thank you for your answer. You're correct. But I'm not telling the rest of them what you all answered. May, M-A-Y-E, May. Okay. No cell will have no nucleus. That's wrong. Some cells have no nucleus. Okay. Okay, let's talk about blood cells. There is blood cells. There is how many type of blood cell do you know? There's a red blood cell, and then you know the other color, blue, right? Blue blood cell, right? Is it blue blood cell? Blue, right? I'm going to write blue. Red and blue, red and pink. Red and white. Red and white blood cell we have in our body. What is the red blood cell for? What's the white blood cell for? Okay, I'm going to unmute my student. Let's see. Hi, Isra. Can I unmute you? Isra, what's the white and red blood cell for?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Don't know. Okay, who's in primary 6? Can raise your hand. Raika.
No, he unmuted me and can hear all the Paw Patrol.
All right. Okay, now let's give Chloe a chance. Chloe. Hi, Chloe.
Hi.
Hi. What's the question?
What is the red and white blood cell for?
Yeah.
I think the red blood cell is for nutrients.
Okay. Carry nutrients in the blood, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Blood. Both are blood, right? Okay. Both are blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the white one is for I don't know.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for telling me about the red blood cell does. That's good.
Okay.
Okay, Sriram. Hi, Sriram.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me, what is the red and white blood cell for? You have it in your body, right?
Red.
Am I right?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, we need to cut your skin, check the blood first.
Never.
Okay, tell me, what's the red and white blood cell for?
Red blood cell is for the nutrients, and the white blood cell. The white blood cell, I'm not so sure.
Okay, very good. I have some responses from Nitya and Litarsa also. So I'm going to read their answers. Nitya says red blood cells transport oxygen to your body's organs and tissues. White blood cells help to fight infections in your body. Platelets help to clot your blood. Okay, Litarsa also said red blood cells transport oxygen to your body. White blood cells help your body fight infection. Platelets help your blood to clot. Okay, everybody is saying this. So now can you hear? So red blood cells carry, who heard it? Who heard the answer? Carry the oxygen. You know the oxygen that you breathe in, it taking through your lungs. When you go through the circulatory systems of your body, in that chapter you will learn, okay, that your oxygen taken in and then transported. Okay, we need to mute all this so they can only hear me. Okay. Now the oxygen is taken in your body and then transported to the rest of your body through the only person that is, or the only thing that is flowing in your body all the time is blood. And blood, Okay, I'm going to draw. Please pay attention. Blood is red in color, right? So let's see. Oh no, let's draw it white in color first. Let's say this is blood flowing like a liquid. And then you have red color cells in the blood which carry the oxygen to all parts of the body, including your legs, your feet, your toes. How can the oxygen that you breathe through your nose and your mouth reach your toes? Is the blood that carries it, and the red blood cells do the work. Whereas there are white blood cells inside there too. This is just visual. Wherever there are infections in your body, remember you can get a cut anywhere, on your head, on your arm, on your leg. So blood has to be there, right? It has to be all over your body. So it has to flow. So it has to be in a very liquid form, which is a plasma form. It will flow there and fight the infection. So this is what we call the good bacteria. They are fighting soldiers which fight the infection. So you have two purposes for the different cells. So I'm going to write it down so that we can carry on with the lesson. So therefore, I haven't even found out the answer to my question, which is some cells have no nucleus. Okay. The very interesting part is, although they are in the blood, this one, the white one, has nucleus. Please look at where I'm writing the answer now. And this part has no nucleus. That means red blood cells do not have nucleus. Some of you did answer. Because red blood cells, they only carry oxygen. They don't need a brain to tell them what to do. They just run around the body. It's like a playground. Whereas white blood cells, they fight infection. They are an army. They are a group of soldiers. They need to attack and to strategize and to see how to cure your infection. Okay, so they need a brain. So that brain is called a nucleus. So therefore, not all cells are made up of nucleus. So this is the wrong statement. So that's why this is the wrong statement. All cells comes in different sizes and structures to suit their specialized functions. Yes. Okay. So there are two correct statements that are B and D. Answer is B. So now you know this question is important because a lot of you in my class now do not know that there can be cells with no nucleus. I know you draw nucleus all the time. Plant have, animal have. Plant have, animal have. Multicellular have, unicellular also have. But some cells, very few of them have no nucleus. Those cells, right, they don't need a brain. They just do what they're told, which is to carry the oxygen around the body. And that's all they do. Okay. Which of the following statements about cell is not true? Okay, this one can go fast. Everybody say go fast. Come on, tell me, go fast, go fast. Okay. Which of the following statements about cell is not true? Cells are basic unit. This one are not true. So only cross must be the answer. All plants can photosynthesize. All plant cells. Hello, only leaf. Only plant leaf cells can, not all plant cells. You mean root can? You mean stem can? No. So this is why it's wrong. All animal cells need oxygen, of course. And different cells can carry out different functions. Of course. So only one answer is wrong. Diagram shows how sand is separated from water. Okay. This is a filter paper. You have done many experiments using filter paper. But the same function is done by the cell membrane. Yes, you're getting the hang of it. Cell membrane allows particles of the correct size to go through. So imagine particles, let's say, let's go for orange color. This size particle can go through. Am I right? Whereas this size particle cannot go through. And that's the same role as the filter paper and the cell membrane. So which part has the same function? Answer delta. D for delta. Okay, this one you can go already. Next one. Now we are into structured question, no more multiple choice. Faith, examine 3 different cells, but all these 3 questions I've given you the answers. So you can actually look at the answers right now and follow with me, because Faith examined 3 cells, and the question is, Faith identified cell Z as a cheek cell. That means animal, that means human being is an animal also. Do you agree with her? Cell Z has a cell wall. Hello. It's a plant cell. Am I right? Am I right? This is how I determine, right? All I go and zoom in on the cell wall. Always this cell wall thing will help me determine whether it's a plant or animal. And so Faith is wrong. Faith has to attend our live classes then. She has to come to my class because she said it's a chick cell. It's wrong, right? So the answer is no, a chick cell does not have a cell wall. Okay, but the cell that has a cell wall, it must be a plant cell. Okay, so you are actually correcting this girl called Faith. Thank you for correcting her. Now, cell membrane is present in all three cells. Oh yes, is it? Oh, doesn't matter with this animal or plant. It has it there. So what is the function of this cell membrane? It acts like the filter paper. It allows particles in and controls the exit and entrance of the particles. So it looks like this. It's always a dotted line controlled by the size of the hole that will allow the particles in and out. If not, everybody comes in and then you will burst. Remember, you will burst. Remember just now one question, burst. Remember. So everybody coming, then burst. So cell membrane does the job. Of course, the nucleus, which is the brain, also controls. Hey, now it's enough. Enough people are about to burst. Don't let anybody in there. It does the cell membrane. Cell membrane also can stop these particles or release some out. So it's in and out. So this is the purpose. How do you write it? The cell membrane controls the movement. Okay, so it's a controlling. The brain, which is the nucleus, also controls. So sometimes you can use the word control for both the membrane and the nucleus. However, the membrane controls what? The movement. The nucleus controls the activity. What happens inside the cell. Okay, they are both controlling, but one controls the movement, go in, out. Hey, you go out, you come in, you go in. Okay, the other one control activity. Hey, let's see, what shall we play today? Shall we play the game of Monopoly? Okay, the activity. Shall we make new particles inside? Shall we bring in more particles? Then it gives instruction to the membrane. Today I want you to bring in new particles. So this is the brain. So both are controlling. So you need to remember the word control for both these two parts, membrane and nucleus, but you need to know what it controls. So cell membrane controls the movement of substances into and out, both in and out. You must say both in and out. You can use other words like exit and entry. You can say leaving, but you must tell me that it's in and out. Okay. Same question, Faith. Which cell out of the three most likely comes from the leaf of a plant? The leaf of a plant must have chloroplast only. Yeah, I circle. No need to answer. No need to go too fast. So easy. This question looks big, looks long, looks like it's a gigantic question, but it's so easy because all you go is just find that little circle and you got the answer. So what's the circle saying? The circle is saying only cell Y has chloroplast. So that must be the leaf. Why? Give a reason. You don't give a reason, you lose the mark also. It has chloroplast, which contain chlorophyll to trap light, to make food, and therefore it must be the leaf. Okay, it's quite long here. You can just say because chloroplast has the chlorophyll in order to make food, so that is the leaf. Next question. During a science lesson now, after Faith, we have Diana. We don't have any Faith or Diana in our class, right? Okay, good. Observe two types of plant cells. Now both are plant because both have walls under a microscope. Identify the part where cells E and F were taken from. The part. All you have to know is usually is what? Can be the leaf part or the not the leaf part, which is other parts, or the root part. These are the only things that you can know because the leaf part will have, you can identify straight away using, will have chloroplast. If you don't have chloroplast, then will be these two. Then how to identify a root? Or the root will have a unique shape with a long thin root shape here. That's the only difference. The others will have same shape. Then one will have a green color inside. The other don't have green color inside. Of course, I'm drawing a very simplified diagram. If I want to draw correctly, you must draw with the walls and everything else. But this is simplified. This is very good. If I take this picture, or if you have a phone, you take a picture of this, this will give you the idea of the leaf, because this is where the confusion comes. Because animal and plant, easy, find the wall. But within the plant, you want the leaf or you want the other parts. Is it the stem? Is it the flower? Is it the fruit? Then it's the second one. Is it the root? Then it's the third one. So how now? Identify the part. Is there any root? Help Diana here. Diana during a science lesson found 2 cells. Is there any root? Am I going to write root cell? Answer me. Yes or no? You have a yes or no button. Type yes or no. Whatever I'm writing, is it correct? No, right? Okay. No, right? Okay, those of you can't catch up and haven't been able to catch up, you know you can find my video at YouTube by tomorrow, right? You can find the same video, so you can replay and watch it again. Those of you who did not see the previous, some of you are asking me, go back, previous slide. Some of you are saying, go faster, go faster. Okay, I can go faster, which is better because those who want to go slower can actually replay the video after this lesson is over, is recorded and then uploaded onto YouTube, and also on the lesson, you can just say, I want to watch again now. Both are possible. Okay, so what's the answer? I know all of you know the answer already, so let's do that, right? Oh, I only wrote flower. Can I write others? Can. Can I write stem? Can I write fruit? Can. But not all the plants have fruit, right? Not all are flowering plants. So you can just write stem also, which is much better. Okay, so which is good. But it can be any one of these answers. But cell E must be leaf. Why? Cell E has a chloroplast. Cell F don't have. That's all. Okay. Diana is still here. Explain your answer. Why? Again, same thing as the earlier answer, same as fail, because it has chloroplast, and chloroplast make food, and only leaves make food. So it's able to trap sunlight to make food. So that was, so cell E was taken from a leaf. Then you can carry on and say, of course, cell F doesn't have any chloroplast, so it's taken from other parts of the plant. And then I can ask, why do you think it's not a root? If I want to be more difficult, in classroom, your teacher will give extra question, right? So I'm going to ask extra question. Why do you think it's not a root cell then? Why did you not write root? Oh, I know, because the shape is not with a elongated part that is out of the cell. Then that is a root cell. You can answer. So this is neither a root cell, okay, or any other cells. It's only a leaf cell for cell E. Next one. Still Diana. After the lesson, Diana concluded that plants will grow taller when their cells grow longer. I'll give a reason why she is wrong. Okay, cells multiply and then they grow. So this is how they grow the size. Can you see? They multiply and they grow the size. They don't become one. Imagine one become longer, or one become bigger. No. This is not what happens to the cells. They grow in size by getting more and more cells in. So that's how they grow. So they grow taller when they multiply or they reproduce. They do not grow taller when they grow longer. So this is the wrong answer. Okay, otherwise we will all grow taller by eating French fries, which are long, bamboo, which is long, sugarcane, which is long. Can we eat all that? Are we told to eat long things to become long? Long beans? No. So the cell will divide when it reaches a certain size and to grow. Okay. Identify the plant and animal cell from the above diagram. Now no need for the teacher to explain. Can just straight away, right? Animal cell, plant cell. Pop, very fast. No need to go. This is really go faster. Okay. What about the next question? This question, you can find that everything is very related. That's why I say when you go to the question, you realize that all they want you to know is the cell wall to differentiate between animal and plant. And then chloroplast to differentiate between leaf and not leaf. Finish. This chapter is over. Okay. What is found in the cytoplasm of a leaf, but not in an animal? State the function of the part that you discussed. This is a bit too much already. Going over again and again and again. So you guys are very clever. I'm not even going to go through this. Primary 5, primary 6, you all are clever enough to know that. By now, you know, we have been in this class for 1 hour, you know. Okay. Now we can talk about root. Finally, we bring in a picture of a root. Do you agree with Johari that he said this cell belonged to an animal? Okay. Johari, You didn't go to school, is it? You didn't go to class. Huh? Don't you know that this is a plant cell? Because it has a cell wall. Don't you know that it's a root cell? Because it's elongated at one side, elongated side structure. Okay, these are the reasons why you will identify this cell as a plant or a root. Okay, so do you agree, Johari? No, I don't agree, because animal cells do not have a cell wall. Okay, then the second part is, then of course you can, I didn't ask you the question, but if I say identify, then what type of cell this is, then you say this is a root cell, which we didn't ask you. Okay, it's okay. Finally, particles going through a cell membrane. Okay, this one, cell part A, this one also you can be very fast, right? If finally, I must use red color here already. Finally, I only find Z, Y, and Z. That means where's X? X all never go through. Cannot go through. Why? Because this is the cell membrane. So I know what cell B is already. It's a cell membrane. Am I right? You can just write membrane because they already wrote cell part here. Okay, that's just to clarify. Some of you teachers ask, should I write cell membrane like this, or should I just write membrane? You can write cell membrane. You are not going to mark you wrong, which is better. It's better practice. But if you are like really advanced, you'll be like, okay, argue with the teacher. This one already tells cell part. Cell part. So I just write membrane can. Okay, can. Okay. So I just okay. So this one, cell part A is the wall. Okay. So if you write cell wall or just write wall, we will still consider you giving an answer because we have the word here already. However, if this word is not here, then they just say part A, part B. Then you must write the word cell. Understood? 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 Say okay. Say yes, 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 yes. Understood. Okay, good. Okay. So explain now why you chose A as a cell wall and B as the cell membrane. Very easy lah. Very easy. Because cell membrane can control the entry and exit, so it did not allow X to go through. Whereas cell part A allow all to go through, so that must be the cell wall. Cell B, part B, allow only some to go through, so that must be the cell membrane. That's why. Okay, that's why I chose those answers. I'm explaining. All right, I'm done. I always finish my lesson at 1 hour 15 minutes.